Hello, 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 everybody. It is I, your boy, Jmulls of Jmulls Gaming here. Today, with quite possibly the first trial of Endwalker. Yesterday was stupendous, a momentous an occasion. We marched to the, well, I guess gates, if you want to call them that, of Endwalker. Well, not Endwalker, but Golemald. And this place is a frozen hellhole. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Really excited to see where the story goes from here. We're nearing level 83, which means a dungeon approaches, which also means a trial, most definitely. I'm excited, I'm ready. And I just want to jump right into this. But first, like we always do, we must prepare the tweet to announce that we are live. So let me boot up good old Twitter. By the way, for those who may not be aware, for those who do not know, sub goals are still in effect. We have reached number 1, which is playing Endwalker on stream. Number 2 is letting chat pick the next job that I level up. And that will be at 340 subscribers. At 345, we will play a speed run of Portal 1 on stream. I will attempt a speed run. I will watch an attempt and try and replicate it as best I can. We will do both on stream, maybe not both. Depends. I don't know how copyright wants to work. But should be some good times, some good vibes. And if we hit 400 subscribers on YouTube, I will do a live reaction to all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the anime, on stream. Which should be some good times. I'm excited for Golemald. I'm excited for the trial. I'm excited for this dungeon. I'm excited to see where the story goes from here. Because from the looks of it, crap goes down in Golemald from the launch trailer. And the cinematic, let's be honest. We are live. Dungeon. And the first trial of hashtag Endwalker. I know how to use Twitter. Capitalize the E, because sometimes Twitter hashtags just don't want to work. First trial of Endwalker. Let's dig in and find out what awaits us in Golemald. Now, we need the arbitrary alarm emoji. A little bit of that. Good. They put it in the wrong location. That's freaking stupendous. Okay. One last hashtag. Boom. Sub goals are still ongoing. Boom. My emoji game is on point. Just want to put that out there. Okay. That should be good. Okay, the tweet is live. And I'm ready. Oh, you know it. Oh, you best believe that I'm ready. Let us wait and waste no more time. And let's just dig right into this, shall we? Emmanuel, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me! I spy with my little eye something that begins with S. Is it snow, Emmanuel? Yes, it is. Good talk. Oh, you really did say I spy with my little telescope. Listen, when you're me, you just automatically come up with the dialogue. It just flows off of you like water from a mountain. A massive sheep thing, or maybe it's a cow, not what we're after, either way. Is that an ether current? No, just a wind sprite. Freaking stellar job there, Madeline. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow! But, lol. I thought he legit said lol. I was gonna be, I was gonna find it hilarious if this dude talked in, like, online speak. What if a Madeline just, like, busted out of poggers at some point? We beat Xenos, and he just goes, poggers! Lo, what do I see over yon hillock? Okay, calm down there, Shakespeare. There's no mistaking it. That's a girl! Gonna be a freaking snowman watch. Survivor, show me. Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Well, surely not us. She wouldn't even know what we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. Not a fetching one at that. Okay, calm down there, Madeline. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. Oh, don't worry, I've done that before. I'll let Lucia know where you're headed. Okay, you do that, Madeline. I'll go do the real work. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. Good, okay, good looking out. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Madeline proving himself better and better with every quest. He's gonna become the King of Ishgard or something, watch. Like Lord of the House of Commons. Or, not Commons, but Royals, Lords, whatever the hell it's called. Where the heck that freaking British knockoff is. Okay. I forgot to talk to the boy, hold on. Back up here. Yo. Four-wheel drive, am I right? Why are you still here? If you dally any longer, you'll miss your chance to play the hero. What do you mean, play the hero? Okay, ignore the fact I'm literally playing a game where I'm a hero. Okay, ignore that fact. Okay, let's move. By the way, I got Reaper to level 73. I will never get used to melee DPS being on the left side of this, by the way. That's just never gonna happen. Footprints in the snow. What if we just find your sail? Like, just off the rip. A fresh set goes to the east. Cerulean Sprite? Okay, that can't be good. What in the living hell is this thing? What is this thing? Yeah, how many mouths do you need? I like to imagine it's just like one combined stomach. This dude's freaking wool looks fluffy. Lead towards the building. How the hell are they ahead of me? Give me a second. So, you had a bit of sneeze. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. Yeah, well, welcome to Gollum. Getting close, I'm sure of it. At first we thought we'd go inside the building. The door doesn't look to have been open in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around. Okay, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Try touching up ahead. Yeah, I'll do all the work. Like always. Oh, the sheet mound, that's a good choice for this zone. I feel like this zone is probably strongest at nighttime. Just because it adds to, like, the feeling of desperation and desolation. And other words that begin with D. Like the other descriptive words. D's nuts. Haha. Got him. Look, you know this. You know it's bad when the snow is going sideways. That means wind. Girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from a distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Easy for me. Actually, frame 1, easy. Off the rip. Let me just go straight over the ninja. Just freaking dash over there. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach her without being seen. Okay. I've played stealth games before. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you also fall too far behind. You may try it again by returning to this designated location. Oh, it's not going to appear on the map while following. Okay. So she's going to turn around because I'm going to need to be behind this rock. Told you. Whenever you just see a rock, just go right behind it. See? Told you. Easy for me. I'll record this section just in case. Probably be good for, like, B-roll. Just don't walk towards this monstrosity. This freaking eldritch horror over there. What the hell is this sound effect? Sounds like something like chewing on a bone. Like, okay, just stay behind the tree. Someone there? No. Okay. Perfect disguise. Look at 2B hiding as well. There you go. Stay behind a tree. Listen, I've played Metal Gear Solid games before. This is nothing new to me. Move. Get behind the rock. Just stay behind the rock and we'll be fine. See? Those bees spot me, I'm done for. Yeah. One looking right at you. Okay, I need to not aggro this thing. I think I can do it. No, no. Okay, good. No. No, bad monster. Bad monstrosity. No. No. Can you move? Hey, overgrown rose. You're a rose? Okay, yeah, sure. Whatever you... yeah, sure. Get behind the pillar. Just a little farther. Thought that was a mob. It was a freaking player. Hell's behind here? No, it's just a staircase. This is it. My final spurt. This is my last resort. Out of curiosity. To the south? It's a debate. Hold on. Move, 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 move. To the next one. Another debate. Oh, she's hoofing it. She's legging it. Okay, there we go. Alright, that was not bad. Like, at all. Phew, still in one piece. Yeah, you might be the worst person at detecting things of all time. Like, frame 1 off the rip, like, terrible. Actually terrible. A2, E. Yeah. Just get the freaking... I'm recording B-roll for this so I can make videos afterwards. I have a very specific file naming scheme here. Okay, give me a second here. Almost ready, so you gotta check an email real quick. Phew, still in one piece. Not the show. Hey now, hey now. Insert the One Piece rap here. Who are you? I am the man, the myth, the legend, the warrior of light. First of his name. Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alfredo. This is my sister and our good friend Indostre. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the one responsible for all this. You did this to us! We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telafoi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald. And they won't stop until they destroy the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who have been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we're striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person who we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How are you able to escape the Telafoi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, look, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name is... Whatever the hell that name of the freaking town of Wales is. My name's Lucinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night and the roar. That terrible roar. And then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So there was a Keating. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. No. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life. Like Eddie, who ran the coffee shop down the street. I always liked him. He always made the best apple pie. Eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Singing My Chemical Romance. Others were mad and violent. They didn't appreciate the genius of Black Parade. I saw them struck with soldiers. But didn't stay to watch, I fled, as far as my legs could take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, stupid, I'm the only one left. CRP8 in the building, what up, boy? No. This is Victor Spoils. A mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. Yeah, figured. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe. I didn't know if you were. Look, the truth is our supplies are running low. You said you were here to help, can you? No. We're here to kill everybody. Everybody about to get the shank. Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I better tell the others first, though. Wait here. And she was never heard from again. And the entire building exploded. The end. Endwalker's been pretty freaking good so far. It's been really freaking good. When I can log in and not be in a 4,000 person queue. This is everyone. Like, all four of them. What the... The worst resistance army I have ever seen in my life. Licinia says you can be trusted. These are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, will you provide us with the means of heating the place? As a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. Yeah, heat us up, forehead. If that's too much to ask, then leave us be. Well, time to put us fireworking gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, at least, eh? With a fire burning in no time. Maybe build it under that gazebo. Don't let Alize do it, she'll burn the whole place down. The what? Oh, you mean the power. Yes, yes, do as you will. How's your day going so far, CRP? I don't doubt for a second that they're all tempered. Now, I doubt in my mind. Yeah, we got 1,000 gil? That should level us up to 83. Show me the money. Show me. Hit me with it. Boom. Ooh, that's satisfying. Alright, we level 83. When are we getting into a building? Not till 86. Expacian. What does this do again? Oh, it's just freaking AoE Spirits Within. Right. Get Divine Magic Mastery. Healing Effect? Ooh, cool. Melee Mastery. Okay. Just get straight buffs. Okay. $400 to the southwest. So there's one down here in this Cerulean Engines. I'm assuming I'm going to go near it. Computer Leg Gear Coffin. Jabroni. How the mighty have fallen. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food. They're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health. Which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Listen. Do you see these healers? White Mage, Scholar, Astrology. I can go pick up Sage if you need it. Yeah? I'll heal them up in a freaking 1 GCD. Off rip. Okay. What they need most is a decent meal. We food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. Well, I have this fish bread. If they need it. All's well. All's well. Food in my bunny and food in my bunny, with food in my belly and a song in my heart. I can feel my fingers again. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amandaline's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? No, I'm going to downlink all of them by myself. The numbness is beginning to subside. Though I suspect that once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. The cold is always worse. When you go from the cold, you heat yourself up, immediately back to the cold. That's always worse. Well, at least feels worse. Warming tincture. Never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of this city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magic that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum? Of course, ceruleum in gens is full of the stuff. All the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Well, I'm gonna need you to open a book, crack open a cold one, research it, come back to me. Yeah? All's well. Yes, never been better. Being gifts notoriously unreliable in Mana Lane is highly doubtful this concoction will have the intended effect. Only there were willing and, more importantly, unwitting volunteers on whom to test it. Okay. Bit of a dark and grim overtone to what we're doing here. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Twas a joke, twas a joke. If I laughed, 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fall. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire. Will our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh? First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. Yo, the freaking rhyme scheme kind of like fell through at the bottom here. Like the rhythm completely fell through. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams with our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants. Their lavish finery caked in ashes, they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful new tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. This gives me strong, like, openings of Nier Replicant vibes. Love it. What do you want? Here's this heating liquid, which I'm almost certain is just like warm water. A tincture. May as well drink it. It's a rock. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore. Sourced from Locus Amoenus. Is it? It is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others. Because all we've been hearing is the same music, being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amoenus. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that, though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. With a cunning strategy faking his murder, he must have foreseen his catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, copium, that he may one day make his triumphant return, copium. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be so easily defeated. You may not know who I am, but please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. I stole many a man's soul and faith. Your radiance, by your grace, shall Garlemald be reborn. They're gonna summon a primal Varus, aren't they? Oh no. I think I see where this is going. There's something to be said for Lord Emmeline. He's not one to leave others at the mercy of the cold. Of course, being a man of Kurthus, I'm sure he's more aware than most of its dangers. But since that is not the only reason. Since the warm welcome we received at Camp Dragonhead, the hospitality he and his brothers have afforded us, have been nothing short of exemplary. Perhaps they aspire to live up to the example set by Lord Edmund. Good example to live by. They need most of a decent meal. We've food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. Not really, it's like just down the street. Yeah, you can see it right over there. Many of our ancestors succumbed to the bitter cold when they first came to these lands, which we are now. With discipline and order, any obstacle can be overcome. When every man knows his duty and is held to account if he shirks it, without a hierarchy, this is what they are reduced to. If you listen very, very carefully, we're hunting rabbit. You can hear it. The sound of my stomach eating itself. With that, it could devour my soul. Alright, we are off to How the Mighty Have Fallen. But first, what I want... Oh, right, we gotta give Lucina the freaking tincture. Right. What's that? Warm water. So this is what you gave the others. Thank you, I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Go ahead. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Virgilia's troops headed towards the Magna Glaciers a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Yeah, we freaking laid a whooping on them. We actually obliterated them. We like wombo combo. Yeah, wombo combo. Off the rip. Boom. Knocked them out. We free-stalked their butt. Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Virgilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glaciers? Did you cross the mountains on foot? No, we took airships. What the hell else would we do? Airships? Then there might be a way to... Lucinia! Where is everyone? Someone else in there. Is something the matter? So about that voice that just came from inside. A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Almasty has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Let the soldiers scare them off. Wild animals have been roaming close to the settlements. Some have known to attack people, too. Okay, red sauce. I don't trust her. Emergency meeting. Let's go. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat Alligatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you have mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job it was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we just don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the others still stand, that is. And I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. You best watch out for baby Almasties while we're away. Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, then you need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky, too, so it's easy to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. I don't trust Lucinia. I'm not sure what else the tappers might need besides provisions, though I dare say that capable fighters like yourself can offer the other forms of compensation, calling dangerous beasts, that sort of thing. Alright, let's head on over. Making our way downtown. Personally, I put the hood up and the heating on. Got a good song going. Oh, so that's an almost-day. Okay. I'm hip. I'm cool. Southwest. To the south now, okay. Southeast, okay. Where are you at? To the east. Oh, this is the... I'm an idiot. West? East? I thought you said west. West? What kind of compass you reading there, boy? This one, sir. That says west, Patrick. You're fired again. Don't tell me I have to go all the way back. Please. Like, don't tell me. Alright, well. We might as well. Let's go get this thing. On the road again. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Yeah, thank God for stairs. 4-wheel drive, let's go. God, that tower's freaking massive. Alright, let's go get out of ether current. Wonder if I could do donuts with this thing. I love the fact the car can jump. There you are. Ether current, come to me. There we are. Dibs. This is my ether current. Y'all can't have it. Got it. Alright, now screw that. Let's go straight to the MSQ. The mighty have fallen. Oh, another one? Twofer! This is what we like to see. Another ether current? Oh, we getting freaking value today. Channeling. Oh, got it. Nailed it. Okay. Who goes there? How did you find us? I am the man, the myth, the legend. The jabroni being, pie-eating, trailblazing, eyebrow-raising. What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? The purebloods over at Victor's Spoils hadn't given away our location. You never have found us. Those stuck-up assholes! Thought they could come here waltzing in, demanding some ruling with nothing to offer in return, huh? Looks like the boot's on the other foot now that the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, sellsword. If you think you will give in to intimidation, they got another thing coming. I mean, was this necessary? Because you're not gonna like what's about to happen to you. I mean, okay, if you want this weapon, you can have it. I'm just saying, like, I give these butt weapons out at a discount, 2 for 1. We got a Black Friday special going on over here. Stop, please. Consider me intimidated. Boom! Dunked on him. Am I dead yet? Alright, well, have you learned your lesson? I was willing to help you out, maybe kill a few beasts, but you wouldn't listen. There you are. Just after you left, Alcenia asked me to go and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting bales of ceruleum. Tuh. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Thanks, Alize, for showing up right after the fight. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Yeah, when you want guards, you might actually want to make sure they can, hold their own. Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Gallian. You were brought here from other lands. Giabania, Yanksha, Barsha, Damaska, to name but a few. Some dragged here against their will, others fed bollocks about a better life. All put to work extracting ceruleum. Oh, it's cool actually to see the other side of this now. Because we saw them get taken during Stormblood. Now we see what happened now with Endwalker. All given the esteemed title of An, placing us firmly in the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is cerulean and gens. Still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Huh! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. I'm going to assume it's a giant oil rig outside. I'm just going to, guess that. I'm going to shoot from 3 for that guess. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins. We dig enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sort all about our hunger, and so we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. You can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us. Thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we've acquired working here, we'll be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying here for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by. Even if Garlemald, as we knew it, is gone for good. Gone for good. Yeah, it's not looking good for Garlemald. They took a fat L in Shadowbringers. Like, the fattest L. If you're wondering why we post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with other refugees, and I don't mean the ones in Victory's spoil. Some of them come bearing weapons and won't take no for an answer. The 2 guards you met on your way in, I'll tell them that what we've discussed. Once they've recovered from the beating you gave them. What to think of it? Maybe we should ask your contingent to send some bandages and healing balm. Probably would be good. Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, a whole way of life would have been turned upside down. With all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it's for the best that it's consigned to history. What are the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories. Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that for later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. I am saving all of this for when I get Reaper up. All that gear is going to come and nice and handy at the end of the trail. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? Yes. Yes, I have. What? Those purebloods up at Victory's spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. And again, Lysinia's got a little sister to think about. A sister, but we only saw Lysinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get her around here. I may have refused Lysinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange. I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? Hey, we got the ceruleum. Okay, let's go. And no fetch quest. That was great. I can't for the life of me think why Lysinia would keep his sister a secret from us. To protect her, obviously. But we can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Quest accepted. I don't know the details, but she mentioned a sister 3 years her junior who's in poor health. That being the case, I thought the people would be willing to cough up some supplies in exchange for ceruleum. Maybe they didn't have anything after all. Yeah, you think? What part of this looks like they have a surplus of supplies? Now, maybe you go to the giant freaking Tower of Babel over there. Maybe. Need for food. There's like freaking lizards everywhere. Chop one of these things up, throw it on the freaking... Throw it on a grill. There you go. Soup's on, everybody. Also, if I need ceruleum, I'll just kill one of these ceruleum sprites. Easy for me. Speak with Alize. We still have 3 zones left. What quest? What level is this? We're only on the level 82 quest. Oh my god. And we're already in Golem mode. What the hell happens in the story? I'm going to assume this is the city for Golem mode. So we still have the Zeal's place to go. Don't know what it's called. We have Marlabatorum, the moon. And we have another zone. Okay. I'm going to assume we go from Golem mode to the floating island place. Then the moon. Then probably back to Charlie and Labyrinthos and then Fafnir. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alfredo would be still treating them by the fire. They're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house, while you search outside. They can't have gone far. I don't trust this. I do not trust this. I do not trust this, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. I don't like them on a raft. I don't like them in a platter. Or even in a platypus. How you eat green eggs and ham from a platypus, I do not know. Damn it all. What the hell just happened? They asked me to help carry supplies. When I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. Alphino held his own against multiple. Let's go, Alphino, okay. Putting those siege skills to work. Hit him with a freaking ion cannon. You can't fool us. We know. We know what you're about. Vultures. That's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness. Then in you swoop. Here to help. What rot. All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in. Put yourself at your mercy. Put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later, we've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true, the city was hiding a sick sister in the house. So she didn't trust us after all, that's why, okay. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. And you think I'll tell you you're a fool. I never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot! Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. Okay, seriously, Woo. It's a really interesting dynamic they have here. Because it's understandable why they'd be distrustful, right? You invade our homeland, tainted with the same sorcery you used to slay our countrymen. Our Garleans should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, Since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Lucina and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to attend to my injuries. And theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. I mean, he's got a freaking iron cannon for each of them if they want to step wrong. Just saying. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Hell yeah. Fetch quest for people this time. What if it's our land, what if it's our pride? I will not allow it. To die free than to live in servitude and shame. The girls, they say the same. I'll follow as soon as I can. If I've gotten them some basic treatment, I'll take the men inside the house and use those light sleeping enchantment to help them rest. Ensure they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but it's something I must do. Alphino holding his own? Okay. Okay, we stand the character development. Two sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. Okay. No, I do not want to go to Gridania. A massive change of pace from where we are, though. I love all the songs for all the zones in this expansion. So good. I wish I could make them louder. Well, I guess I can on my end. There we go. So you need to turn my headset up. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts. I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do without Alphino's help. We can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Don't worry, I found people lost in the snow all the time. I was there in freaking Heavensward. This is easy. Okay, now where the heck did they go? Alright, lay a whooping on this thing. Hold on. Yeah, something like that would probably work. Holy Sheltron. Where are you? Where are they at? Where are they at? You have a massive freaking location to look for them, huh? Alright, I spy with my little eye. Where'd they go? Probably this house? No, okay, it's outside the place we need to go. Let's just, like, start from the outside and work our way in, I guess. They sometimes... Oh, found it, something. Wait over here. Ilsabardi and Tursus. Dang, freaking dinosaur. I don't know how this thing lives in this cold, but I'll take it. Looks cool. Snow spray. Don't spray me with your frozen snot. Because you know that's what it probably is. It's Koji, the freaking localization. That's probably exactly what it is. If not worse. Empty bottle. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it's been here for some time, and is unlikely to have any connection with Messini or her sisters. Or sister. Alright, well that was useless. Where else would she go? Probably to the cerulean place? Like, maybe this? That's the only thing I can think of. Not like you just run into the middle of the snowfield. Unless you exactly knew where you would go to. Unless it got eaten. That could be bad. Let's move. Fresh blood. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, they're gonna go dark, aren't they? Oh, no. Oh. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. Trail of blood leads southeastwards. Oh, no. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, the freaking sister got... Oh, they both got hit. Oh, and they're holding hands as well. The two bodies are already cold. Oh, God, no. Oh. Welcome to Endwalker. The radio. Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. Okay.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
Yeah. Don't know how you didn't see that from a distance, but okay. That ain't good. Oh, no.
No.
Alpha, no, we need to heal it. We need to heal it LB3 stat.
Why wouldn't they? Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic.
This got freaking dark. What the? Oh, you show the wound as well?
We should have... I should have...
You can't talk in should'ves. It'll only bring you down.
We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
It's a line from the trailer. And they're having doubts about everything. Personally, I'm all for just charging freaking Xenos. You need to call the problem from the root. And then you can, like, worry about what happens after. Because they're not gonna trust you. Oh, God. The amount... You know how hard it must have been to freaking dig those holes unless they just, like, covered them in snow?
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it. But Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there's something to the tale after all.
I'm telling you, it's all the Ceruleum. They're gonna summon a primal of Varus. I don't trust it.
I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Well, that got freaking dark. Holy crap. There must have been something we could have done. What? Should we have never come here? We'd still be alive if we hadn't. If only we had a chance to talk things over. But it's too late now. Too late by far. A way forward. Wow. Welcome to Endwalker, I guess. Wow. We've already caused enough harm here. Let's return to the camp before we can cause any more. If there are those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is to make over Port Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Da-da-na-na-na-na-na. Come. Da-na-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, well. Let's regroup. If we collect ourselves, we focus up. Okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. That could have gone better. There are ways to where they probably wouldn't have died. Okay, well. We're level 82. What the hell is left? How much are they going to pull at our heartstrings? Amazing Crates. I want to imagine it's a play on Amazing Grace. Something the matter. Twins look out of sorts, and you two seem a bit off. Forgive me for saying this. For you appear rather drained since your return. So what I may have done... I might do to be of assistance. Good old Maxima, just trying his best. Alexia and Alphino tell me they finished their preliminary search for survivors. Refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. When I asked for your account... Yeah, so worst case scenario probably happened there.
Thank you for your report.
You're welcome. Do what I can.
We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
What is with Square Enix and, like, having, like, one character introduced at the beginning of the expansion that just dies immediately. We had Tesline and now Licinia. And a sister. We keep, like, adding one now. Like, in 7.0, it's gonna be, like, 3 people. Sorry to put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
Nothing. Roll credits.
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified.
Okay.
They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald.
The funny thing is, the more we untemper, the more soldiers we get.
The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad.
Right.
Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
Enter Xenos.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival.
Titus? You mean the guy from Final Fantasy X?
Prince Zenos had been
So that's what he's
possessed by
doing
a demon.
nowadays.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the 3rd Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies.
Right, makes sense.
And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter,
And set an
Nerva
empire to
claims the right of
flame.
succession, and in response, the 1st Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
True!
I should add that
Like it
both
always is.
parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the 3rd Legion's coffers, but the 1st as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the 1st Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
Yep, it was all Fair Daniel's plot. I bet.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Arce,
Yep,
was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
exactly. Makes sense.
The information we gained from my friends does not end.
Garlemald was freaking snake
One
bitten
night,
from the start.
shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense
At least for a
tremor.
while. Which means this goes all the way back to Stormblood. Like, not even like end of Stormblood, like beginning of the patches. If not before.
From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of
It is
Garlemald.
Babel, okay. So it is the Tower of Babel.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
The radio? Oh, radio, tell me everything you know.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
I like how they made him an important character all of a sudden.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence.
Oh,
It's
okay.
beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
So the radios are actually like analogous to the talismans. Okay.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you.
Or was it that the radio tempered them already?
A young man
What up,
was
Serena?
caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled.
Good old Magni, there you
The stranger
go.
is outside if you wish to ask him questions.
I'm here for Magni dubs.
I think we do.
Now, let's let him be. Just take our supplies, it's okay.
Who do we have here?
Jabroni number 7, reporting for duty.
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
Alright, calm down.
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Jullus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
Julius, so basically like Julius.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether
I
you
don't trust
believe
this
or
knife
not,
here.
those are the
Oh, no, no, no,
facts.
no, no, no.
Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours.
Is he with Nerva? Is he a
If you wish
third?
to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Alright, well, I'm going easy.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
Okay.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
Nah, gonna wing it.
couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
First of all, you gotta know my name.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
First of all, Magni appreciation second. Okay, second has passed. Okay. I'm almost certain this dude's gonna be with Nerva. I think we've seen him before. Where they were not in the best of mind to volunteer for this undertaking, but what's done is done, and you will take good care of them. As yourself, I trust. They are resilient in the face of hardship, you as well. Your intentions and step of determination alone will not be enough to bring our mission to a successful conclusion. Be on your guard. Capture the boys who was about to make off with our food. Must be very hungry to take such risks. Should have given him something to eat. Reward him for his boldness. Nah. Jewel's pie and no bonus. It's unusual for one so young to achieve such a high rank. Very unusual, unless there's no one else to have the rank. His uniform identifies him as a member of the First Legion. Oh, First Legion, okay. Which has a particularly fierce reputation. Whoever his superior may be, I advise you to approach them with caution. Perhaps it is unwise to volunteer for a mission so soon after the previous disaster. Nevertheless, it shall not squander this opportunity. I know. Swamping back with Lucina and her sister, taking the same risk, making the same mistake if possible, but better try and give up. Every time. Did your farewells, have you? The lowly task of watching over provisions would not normally befit the sun. Good old Magni. These being unusual circumstances, I will let no man take that which is not right by theirs. You were received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Listen up, everybody. Got a requiescat with your name on it if you don't do exactly as I say. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. Fairy watch over and keep you. Yeah, okay. First of all, I'm just going to say it. Thancred's not going to freaking intimidate me. Just going to say it. You and your children ready? Explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. Expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Yeah, we need to, humble this dude. He ain't in control. Listen, one of us came to the other for help. I'm just saying. It wasn't me. Alberic, what going on? Still, the Temple Knights are off on reconnaissance at present. We Guardians have seen our fair share of frost in the past years. So we are more than ready for this icy bout. The Hrothgar's of Baja, on the other hand, having a devil of a time adjusting to these chilly climes. The warming stones we lent them seem to have helped, though. Alright. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Oh, we're going to the train station. Okay. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alize and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Endostre. Endostre. Where have I heard that name before? It's gonna come to you like a wave, yeah? No matter. Alphino and Alize will watch the road ahead, while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Julius will accompany you. Alphino and Alize will then begin moving towards the destination. Make your way to Liminal Station 4 without falling behind. If you leave Julius behind for any reasons or lose sight of Alize and Alphino, we try again and return to the starting point. Make a dash for the station? Yeah, sure. Over that hill, right? So I can't draw my weapon. I guess I can. Ha ha! Outplay. Look, I'm the one in control here. Make no mistake about it. This must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest surface to run on. Oh, yeah, imagine how icy this is. Oh, that would suck. And you're going downhill. You better not draw attention. That's what, hey, I'm fine with this. I'm getting XP for this. That's a station, I presume. We're still level 82 for the quest. Okay. Liminal Station 4. Oh, I meant to just talk to him, not finish the quest. This is it? The first stop, that is. Good. Looks like your friends know better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No. We're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Watch like Thancred be like stealth right next to us. We're getting closer to the Imperial Palace, if we can still call it that. It truly is a terrifying sight to behold. Like these, like, jabronis over here, like, beating their chest. I wonder what sort of condition is who Omega Lol us, and his comrades are living in. If there any sense, they'll have picked somewhere like Victor's spoils to take shelter. North of the station is Reggio del Mortem, one of the main residential areas. At least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood? Sure. Thank you for the armor. The last bastion. From here, we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes and seen as anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen. Aye. They spare their own, but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory, tell the story. The chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. Well, I doubt they'll be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back. I will not take that chance. That said, let us proceed. Do. Oh, the whole Jotun. Okay. Glory be to Garlemald! I got stunned? Oh, crap. God damn it, we're perfectly capable of holding our own. We must stay alert. I see why your comrades chose you. Julius, our contingent is a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment. They would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they're no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them are butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Okay. We gotta go. But, hold on, Aetheryte, to the west. Yo, can we get in this car? Yo, wait, can we get that car mount? Okay, how do we get up there? So it's on top of this roof. Oh no, oh, no, it's like right next to this. Okay. Okay, I get it. Dibs. Nice glam. The freaking drip over here? Okay, I appreciate it. 271 to the north. Oh, that's a sight to see. I love how different, like, all the zones in this expansion have been so far. You have Sharlayan, then Thavnir, of all places, and now you have Gollibald. Which is like, what if we took the first, like, 10 minutes of Nier Replicant and made an entire zone? And it's freaking great. Yo, look at this thing, the train. The runaway train. Yeah, we'll just lay a whooping real quick on them. Boom. Hit him with the holy circle. Kick him right in the nuts. Boom. Boom. We got this. In the bag. Frame 1. Shanked. And dunked on. I hate to watch you bear this burden alone. Oh yeah, we know we can save them, but we have to kill them right now. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onwards. So I think this is probably what they're talking about when they said you have to question like what it means to be a hero. Because we can save them, but in order to save the most, we have to kill these people. He truly believes there's nothing that can be done for them. No wonder he isn't afraid to get their hands dirty. Surest way to limit casualties is to reach our destination without drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps afterwards we can then try again to convince Julius that the temple can be saved. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of a desire to remain undiscovered. And that's still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the way. Okay. Oh, okay, I see where we're going. We're just heading straight towards the Aetheryte. Okay, I can dig it. I like it. I like it. Saiga. Okay, Aetheryte to the west. So it's probably the one near Regio Domorum. Okay. There's an Aetheryte here? I mean, I guess there is. Must be inside here. A giant igloo. And the dunk. On him! Boom! Buzzer beater. I think they were once ordinary people. Such a transformation is likely irreversible. They're trying to accept that they're going through the stage of the grief, aren't they? Look at what they've become. You still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of refinable ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Not that you have seen these monstrosities for yourself. Perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Yeah, so the argument is that these people are too far gone. The cure needs to be administered when the influence isn't that freaking bad. Hold on. So I couldn't even get the ether right there. I'm assuming we have to build it? Maybe? Tertium. Has to be like an entrance in there somehow. Actually, it looks like it's underground, like in a railroad. Even here in the outskirts, it's plain to see how vastly different Garlemald is compared to other cities. Though I wish there was another way, I thank you for keeping us from harm. We're almost there. You've kept your side of the agreement, so I'll keep mine. This way. I'm just saying, there's a ton of room to go around if we need it. Look, right there, some over there, way over there as well. Oh, some more right over here. And here, and here. Yeah, alright, so it was underground. Northwest, huh? Hold on, we can get this real quick. This is still level 82, right? Yeah, it is. I imagine level 83 quest will go by pretty quickly, because I'm assuming we're going to have a dungeon and a trial coming up soon. This is so freaking cool. Where the hell was it again? The south. Yeah, there it is. Oh my God. I love how, like, modern Garlemald it looks. So freaking cool. I just love how they're willing to have so many varied aesthetics in this game. And I know Emmett Selk was the first emperor. Kind of befits that the fact he tried to replicate a similar art style to Amarok, you know? How it's very modern, roads and stuff like that. This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. Now serves our headquarters. It's literally Metro. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. One down like the stairs I told you. Or was this your first time in an underground station? They're all over Garlemald. Even during severe blizzards, we could use them to travel from one end of the city to another. Back when they were still in operation, that is. Alright, let's bust out the regalia. We're literally going down the metro. Freaking Metro Exodus. Theodora. She clearly has no intention of speaking with you. Oh. Wow, Garlemald got dark. And it's not just, ooh, character deaths everywhere. It's atmospheric, you know? I had no idea they had such an expansive structure built on the ground. Where'd my eggs go? Egg, egg, egg. There's the freaking aetheryte. Plain to see why they chose this as a base of operations. They could have done a lot worse, even so. Imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and if Jmulls was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be exhausted. They must be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep the people warm. Lower your voices. Well, you may be here as my guest, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive, over there. I like how I look like a freaking medieval knight. And we're just in a train station. The freaking New York subway. Oh, Decimus. Why do I know that name? Ether is not responding. Oh god. Octavia. I like how all the Gollum names are freaking Latin and Roman. I'll deal with you in a moment. He suddenly looks the part. Now comes the true test.
These are their chosen representatives.
Let's see if the commander recognizes us. Gives us the freaking respect we deserve.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
Dude, you need a mustache. Like, badly.
First? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
Well,
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
look, I come for Xenos. And Fandaniel. Those two I'm putting on a freaking pike. The rest of you are fine, though. Give me some XP for quests and
Though
stuff.
you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our
When will the
ancestral
warrior like just
homeland,
make a power play and say, okay, listen, you are going to listen to
yet
me?
still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned.
So Gollum always had this, like, victim complex, okay.
Conquest and empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you.
They're not going to believe that, though.
If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
But they're not going to believe that. We need to, like, show them that we're actually going to do that, you know?
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit.
That army could have been way bigger.
If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference. To make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that.
The problem is you're spouting idealism to a realist. It's not going to work.
What I'm trying
Or
to
at least
say
an
is
ideals to
there
an
are so
another idealist.
So many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here. And all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want. What you hope for.
The Empire back, forehead.
So much blood has been shed. So much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together? To face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not?
Come on, Alpha, there's an easy counter to
Is
this.
the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils.
So I remember Yoshi P saying something like, we're not gonna make Garlemald overtly sympathetic, and like they're the good guys now, right? And I get what they're getting from that.
Is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
Let me just pop wings and show them who really has the power in this negotiation.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
Let me talk. Come on. I got some words to say.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you, if you cooperate.
Why are we going along with this? I can beat them easily.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously.
Alright, I'm done with sympathy.
We will administer a rather
I'm ready to pop a Requiescat. Yeah, I got a cooldown window with their name on it.
Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Yeah, there you go. At least this dude recognized us.
Even if he allowed himself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch.
True, dude, true.
If he refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
Listen, I can play this game of chicken. I can play. You're gonna lose, but I can play.
Don't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. I don't know which one I want to go to. Let's go with number 1. Emmett. Remember us. Remember that we lived.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be.
Nah, that's just when I play Warrior.
You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
Alright, well, that could have gone better. Can I tune to this, please? No! Remind myself not to touch it, even if it starts to itch. Rather not set it off by accident. Anyway, enough about that. Let's learn what we can from the refugees. Take more than a travel such as this to deter us. Compared to what Gollum people have suffered in recent days, these calls are a minor inconvenience. Persone no grate. As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Terdium. What you ask, no, I don't have the key or any other means to remove your collars, nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus. If that's what you mean, well, perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Yeah, turn around on him. That'll work. Do as you will. But remember, I will be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick out people into turning their coats and the like, those shark holes will be the least of your worries, understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity, as it is splitting up and learning what we can of the situation. Above all else, don't use magic of any sort. Listen, I'm half willing to freaking go on the offensive here. You, on the other hand, may go wherever you wish. Even outside the camp, I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alphino and Alice will pay the price. Okay, cool. We get this real quick. Boom, got it. Okay, will this work now? Come on. No! Come on, let me teleport here. I said, don't make me repeat myself. Okay, so. You came with Jmulls, didn't you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you'd best keep your hands off that ether. It's deactivated. But if ever you didn't mess around with it. The others throughout the city, built by Gallians, for Gallians, could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the Aetherite's power to keep this place lit. But that comes with the cost of its normal function. Oh, that's why. So we're going to have to restore power to that. Sabinarius. So cold. Oh, I like how you have the radio song going on in the back. I know who you are. The so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face with the blood of our fallen compatriots. I swear I'll... Damn. All the sutures. All the times. The worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, it would be the end of you. Virgilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life. We made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded, as we prepared to strike back, and then... Night fell, and we gathered around the radio. Then the roar, the terrible roar, the capital was in chaos, but we were spared. You can call this a mercy. Mind intact, but body broken, soldier in name only. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could, murderer. Dude, I'm gonna humble these people so quickly. Because you know they're gonna freaking... They're gonna shock Alize and Alphino, and you know the Warrior of Light's gonna go on the offensive. I want that to happen so badly. Like, I just want myself to, like, pop wings and, like, show the power, you know? Like, when Bilbo was, like, trying to hoard the ring, and then Gandalf let everybody know who was in charge. You know? That scene, I need a moment like that. This radio is the same model as the ones used at Victor's Spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers from being tempered. Head of my ear, where I'm exhausted, and the last thing I need is you and your drivel. Where's Daddy? Did he? You mustn't worry, darling. I'm sure he managed to do something. I've made my position quite clear. Do not test my patience. It's you. And Stray Dragonar. Damn right. I served under the Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends. Swept them aside in their dozens, as though they were nothing to you. Because they weren't. Yeah? Learn your role. Learn your place. And best of all, understand you are messing with the jabroni beating, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, talking is done, you out of your class, no sleep, to whoop your candy ass. And maybe I am too. There's another faceless enemy to be cut down. It won't be long till our countrymen return. Till you get what you deserve. Mark my words. Kind of interesting to be treated as the villain, yeah? Tell me, where does it hurt? Did you learn anything of note? Then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at greatest risk. They're like a coiled snake, right? That's like backed into a corner. The only thing that can do it is offense. This is the sick and injured at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize there is a precious little we can do for them at the present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them? Assist Flavius. So cold. Probably hadn't had a proper meal in days. Only brought some food with us. Perhaps I could use a little magic too. No, I mustn't. God, this is so frustrating. A menu. No matter what may be betide, I have my daughter. That alone shall keep me from succumbing to even the darkest of nights. Papa Limo! Never been this cold or this hungry in my life. While Galmo was built on a frozen waste, the city itself was always quite warm, inviting place. Now all we had here is ruins. Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a bit. But I know I won't last much longer. Should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else will live to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that my way. Where does it hurt? I mean, I could easily just go out on like a hunt and like slaughter the freaking local populace of animals and just bring them back. So those you met fare no better. It's afraid you'd say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Guinness may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize that they are in no position to refuse help. Maybe Julius can persuade him. Though we need to persuade Julius first. Alright, let's go do it. Well, seen enough. Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. How are you and the other soldiers even able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from the nearby houses, as most families kept, some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work. We've a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greatest concern, though. We had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs, without the heating they need. Those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We're going to have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Everything will change. One of your comments mentioned something along those lines. Those mysterious countrymen of yours, I assume. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere. There's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted. Or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telophylae. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, what stands in its place. We've identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th Legion, saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions, to prepare for a combined assault on the Telophylae. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then we shall reclaim the capital by our own hands. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before their reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word, and we will bring the ceruleum. I will speak with Lord Quintus. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need it one way or the other. It's like, look, I can hop on over to Black Mage, pop a fire for. We get this place nice and toasty. So did he agree to it? No, he will not place Garlemald in the depths of our enemy. I have, however, ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You're a lot more trouble than you're worth. Once we're outside, you will follow my instruction to the letter. We depart shortly. Without our healing magic, there's little we can do for the people beyond our words of encouragement. This way, we'll be able to offer them tangible assistance. Although this is hardly the solution we had in mind, it will have to suffice for the time being. Level 83 quest. Okay, here we go. We will begin to search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. The first location is Forum Solius, a park to the northwest of the station. You must remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. Do. Okay, I'm gonna need like half a minute. I'll be right back. And we are back. Alright, let's head on up. Stretching my legs a little bit. Gotta be healthy. Healthy life choices. That's what we're here for. Gonna do anything while we play Endwalker. It's that. Okay, let's move on up. Half a second here. Bit warm. Get some air in here. There we go. It's what we like to hear. Automated slasher. The hash-slinging slasher. Reggio Urbanissima. 370 yards to the west, probably near Palatinium Novum, probably. This is the place. To think this macabre graveyard for war machina was once a park. So this is the park. I'm surprised they found a space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. Healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the empire, the great Solus Galvus. Oh yeah, about him. Oh yeah, Emmett. Good old Emmett Selk. What do you think he's up to these days? Did we come to extract ceruleum from the record matchstick armor? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But the ceruleum has been stolen, we've scoured the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find... And while I don't expect to find anything here, I decided to try one more time, in case something was overlooked. We'll continue the search. Cool beans. Beans that are cool. Okay. Shop counter. Anything over here? Hey, Ceruleum, where are you? Though rather small by the Gallian standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant's stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play as shopkeeper. There was nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other device that would be fuel for Ceruleum. Okay. War Machina wreckage. Is it Machina or Machina? That's the question. We're going to assume we're going to like strike out 4 times in a row, and then the 5th one after we get the objective we get after this, it'll work. Nothing there. What about for no? Even magic in a pocket will place it, but then again I wasn't wasting Golem mold. They may have used it for ceruleum that I've yet to consider. Jewelers. Ignores usually stares in the water in silence as if searching for something he knows has gone and will never return. Tragic backstory. Lookout point. There we go. Imagine if there was just the freaking park from Final Fantasy VII here, where you and like Aerith just like sit on it. This whatever is appears to have been some sort of symbolic meaning relating to this park. In those places named after souls doesn't seem to be a statue of him, or at least not anymore. Maybe it was once a fountain, something that the man himself used to sit. Not that it would matter, for he knew can't help but wondering. Children's slide. Going on up. Look out, there we go. Another one in the bags. You know, Golemon's not that big, all things considered. I think it's about the right size. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. Automated satellite. Alright, where's the last thing we need to look? Oh, it's up there. Oh, I think we were up there to get a freaking ether code before. How convenient. Map of Forum Soleus. Oh, yes, I can't read. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Soleus. The pond, children's play areas, to your knowledge. However, none would require the use of ceruleum. So we struck out, as I thought we would. I will say, the Guardians are definitely frustrating to deal with, but it's like, you kind of understand where they're coming from, you know? Because they firmly believe they will be saved. They just believe they need to tough it out and wait till it happens. Oh, it's you. Any luck? Nope. No sign of ceruleum. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help noticing you gazing at the pond. Something the matter? What? Yes, I mean, no, It's just I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over. Oh, that makes sense. So why is it not freezing over anymore? So like all the other children, they just had to wait and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done. Every time. And every time when we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. Ceruleum. With a ceruleum-powered heater, by chance? I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath a hatch. That was a long time ago. And the water still flowed clear, and wasn't whatever. This brackish muck. We can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. With the machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The other Gallian would jump out of the skin if they saw it. The first has a few foreign significae and medici, so it doesn't scare me. And I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphino, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of Vafire should do the trick. Vafire! 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 Leave it to me. This is going to be a very special occasion. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank is going to fetch itself. Nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake, like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park. And we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane! So, fancy a dip? Yeah, sure, why not? Our little friendly competition might make things interesting. Last thing we need is you catching a cold, step aside while I drink the pond dry. That way we'll find it in no time. 5-head. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. Actual 5-head maneuver, just drink the pond. That may be the stupidest thing I've heard in a while. And that's saying something considering who my brother is. Look, that was objectively funny to me, okay? That was funny. You know what? I can't fault your enthusiasm, though. Let's do it my way first, and if that doesn't work, perhaps then you can try your method with Alphino's help. Now join in, we'll get some straws together, and we'll just suck that thing dry. Yeah, we can drink this entire pond in like 5 minutes, I want to say. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, this is easy. You just go over the white mage and like cast an arrow spell. Easy. You go into the mucky water but come up empty-handed. Provide injury to insult the icy wind in your damp clothing chills you to the bone. Damage over time, I don't care. I got a freaking healing spell. Jabroni. Barely any damage. I'm healing more than it's doing damage. When you're me. You're not, but when you're me. The cold needs to warm up from you. I'm going to assume this is it. Beneath the water, your fingers catch on what you might think would be a handle. Hey, there we go. Hey, we got ceruleum. Da, 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 da. I butchered that freaking song. Oh my god. You open the hatch and retrieve a ceruleum tank. I'm freezing to the bone. However, your great discovery comes at a great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of your freezing cold and a rancid odor emanating from every limb of your body. Julius will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose and shut when you deliver to him your prize. Well, the good news is, I can heal. Bad news, that was freaking disgusting. You found it. Must be another one around here somewhere. Did you find anything? I hope you did. Aw, yeah. Temperature regulator ceruleum tank. Elbow deep in ice cold, stagnant pond water to retrieve it. Nevertheless, many would choose that over mowing down hordes of slaving beasts or solving annoying puzzles. True, dude, true. That's it. And there's still some ceruleum left. The fire's still not ready. Hold on. I'll give Alpha a hand. We're winning him over. We're winning Julius over. We're gonna need a bit more firewood than that, Alpha. Now, what the hell? Call me an old Don because I am a Okay, Alize with the freaking jokes lately. Call me an old Don because by fire I am reborn. And my... Okay, listen, Ragnaros. By fire be purged! And my clothes are mostly dry now, too. I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Kingdom's eyes, you're still envoys deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch, he would be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Golemald? I did. Not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. We lived well, better than many. What's Golemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine. So much more. Golemald backstory, let's go. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat, and sitting down for a hot meal with family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the light in all the houses, hearing that faint sound of laughter and song, of happiness. And although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make a triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we climbed to the top of the tallest buildings we could find just to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops of rubble. Those friends dead, and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had. Soon our chance will come. Just need to hold on a little longer. Poor fool still believing. I really like this section because this whole story really. It's slow paced, but it's a good way to just humanize Golemald. Not necessarily make them overtly sympathetic, but just paint them away from being black and white to being a shade of gray, just a darker shade of gray. You know? I really appreciate that. Something they always do good with storytelling. From what I've found with Square Enix lately. They just do it really well. Owing to the wealth of experience I've accrued in gathering firewood, I was even able to provide Julius with some basic pointers on the subject. I found it might help to further build a rapport and distract him from his other concerns. Well, at least my clothes are finally dry. We could still do with a proper wash. We've been spending a lot of time with the twins lately. I'm thieving for their freaking safety. And they have the sword of Damocles over their head with these freaking collars. Now that the fire's burned out, Julius is ready to move on. Alright. Now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park. Alright, we're off for Cerulean. No good deed. Where we're going? Over here? Okay, cool. 294 yalms to the west. With thick, cleanly cut stone. Looks like armor art. I made this connection before. Called it. From 3. Boom! Buzzer beater. Given what we know now, such similarities are no coincidence. Yep. Emmett literally built Gollum to be a reflection of armor art. As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war mechana. While my comrade and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe being are hard to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, that time being now. Rather than prize them apart piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you to stand well clear to avoid being hit by the shrapnel. Before even bothering, though, you should check the Mechana's cerulean gauge to see if there's any left. Should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit's still inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a competition. According to cerulean gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. Okay, I will not use it then. Easy game, easy money. Cerulean gauge in this unit appears to have been broken, giving you no way to determine if the fuel may hold. Okay, so not doing that one either. I want to prioritize the ones we know has fuel. But it could be that the ones with that broken gauges might have more cerulean. I don't know. Empty. Broken. Okay, so we at least know where there's 2 broken ones. Are there any ones with fuel left? That's the question. Tower of Babel, huh? Big frickin' jabroni, ain't it? Okay, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? Hello, Magitech. No way to determine how much fuel it holds. Well, that's... Alright, guess we have to go for this one. Let's use it. Popping coolies. It's empty. Ah, I've been hoodwinked and bamboozled and led astray. And quite possibly run amok. And quite possibly flat out deceived. Where the heck? Okay, which one of these was it again? I think we need to get this one. Yeah, let's do it. Blow it up. Pop it. Pop it. Twist it. It's still half full, or half empty, depending upon one's perspective. Either way, Julius will surely be pleased by your discovery. There we go. Well, we got some at least. We're off to see the wizard. Where is it? Well, wait, is that what I think it is? We got some, there we go. You've done it again. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Here I go and see how Alphinaud and Alizé are faring. Oh, we gotta wait here. Okay.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
Hello, Thancred. So he was... Okay, I get it. He was telling us that Thancred was gonna follow us.
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
Thank you, Graha.
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance.
Outplayed, Julius.
We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything. The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise.
Dude, Thancred's voice acting is S tier. Tell me I'm wrong.
This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
Alright, peace, Thancred. We're going to assume he was on Linkpo.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
True, dude,
I
true.
wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Thank you for having us just port there immediately.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile.
Huh.
It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
Okay, guys, I have to be right back. Give me like a couple of minutes. Okay, sorry about that. Let us continue.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us.
This is stupid. Like, wildly dumb.
My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
This is wildly stupid. The 10th aren't here. Xenos himself would obliterate them.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question.
What if we just win over the people themselves by using ceruleum right now on the heaters and get them to turn on Quintus and the Imperial Legion? Hey, Fivehead.
Spaces of which Eula spoke.
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Alize are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
Don't. You don't want to do this.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Everything will be alright. Have faith. They're not gonna stop me. We all know that. He didn't want to press the button either.
Get them out of here.
For no knowledge, they will be fine, providing they do not resist. I'm just saying. Alia lacta est. Once again, Julius has been entrusted with an unenviable task. You will accompany me back to your camp, where I will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionnaires Marcellines and Octavia, who who will pilot matchstick armor to your headquarters. You to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the Ile for further details in those woods. Once you've said that to that, once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Well, they're true. It's an unenviable position. You again. That's the eel, he says. So that's the way of it. After all this, something's gonna happen. Ask the eel is clearly code for something. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, and so be it, for the glory of Garlemald. They're gonna just, like, try and kill the freaking... They're just gonna try and kill all the... Oh, God, no. I see what's gonna happen here. I see exactly what's happening here. Oh, no. It's a bold strategy. I knew you would understand, that you would recognize the savages as a ruthless, merciless creature. Defeat them, you too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Vaz, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. Just give me the word. I have this button right here, and this one right over here. And I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready, alright. Let's be honest, Holy Sheltron by itself will deflect everything they got. Gonna be an easy dub for me. Just waiting for the signal. We should have a dungeon soon, though. Done as instructed. Their duties involve more than just supplies, don't they? Duties are really a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though. Whether we will be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There's one other matter. A place I'd like to visit on the way to camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. This seems like a diversion. Oh, God, no. What's about to happen? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This can't be good. This can't be good. This can't be freaking good. I am glad they didn't just go the way of, let's just make all the rest of Garlemald completely sympathetic. I'm glad they didn't go that route. This is way more interesting. Please give me a moment. Wait here? Yes.
This is my home. Our home. At least it was, until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell.
Oh, it's Quintus, okay.
Spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside.
Oh, that ain't right.
They weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to.
Well, that's depressing. Oh.
I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised.
Don't make a girl a promise you can't keep. Halo taught me that one. Second here.
The Garlean flag bears a chain. The bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center. The blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald.
Oh, that makes the flag way better with that explanation. Okay. I get that now.
But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use. Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But he wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
Oh, this is a scene from the launch show as well. Okay. So they got locked up in this cage here. Not cage, but it was like this room.
It's so cold.
They're gonna freaking kill them off, aren't they?
Painfully so.
Or at least make us think they are.
Unbearably.
Oh no. Their bond's getting closer every
I've been
expansion.
thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians.
No, we wouldn't have, though. That was the Ascians' plan all along.
United as one people. One race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum.
Yep.
Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you.
It's a purely selfish way of thinking.
And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust?
I always love it how they're able to draw parallels to different parts of the story and make it make sense and work.
For purpose and meaning.
It adds to the emotional impact of each scene
Extension of another's.
and each story.
It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms.
Possibly.
A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower.
People die when they are killed.
Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Okay.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance.
That's true like most of the time, let's be honest.
I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics. To see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined.
Yep. It's never that easy. It's never as easy as you think it's going to be.
It spurs me onward. To find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
We've been getting a lot of screen time with Alphino and Alize, and I'm freaking worried that every new cutscene we get with the two, it just makes me more worried.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship.
Yeah, that ain't
Once
happening.
Again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded...
I don't like how they're
tell
pacing
you
this.
of
Hold
your
on.
chosen course.
No. Those calls are about to activate.
Huh?
What? So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course. Oh, I get it.
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too.
I don't like this song. Something bad's about to happen. I got a
Sometimes
feeling.
the only way to protect
No,
the
no,
ones
no,
you
no,
love
no,
is
no,
to
no,
take
no.
a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Took you a few expansions,
Yes, I have.
but you got there. Character development. That's
God's
what we like
willing,
to
there
see.
will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
No, Alize, we'll
I
lead the
pray
way.
I'm up to the task.
Okay, I guess not.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Tuh.
Thank you, Alice.
The bands still live on. Estinian, there you go. We five-headed them.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication
Get
as well.
wrecked! Get absolutely trolled on.
They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
Oh, and it brings back that scene with Estinian when Yashtol was telling him he had to be non-lethal. All comes back, full circle.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Okay, here we go. Talk to Iln or whatever. Okay, one magic attack armor is not gonna do it. Okay, 2. Whoop-de-doo.
More are coming! Make ready!
We, the loyal soldiers of the First Legion.
Alright, this was your biggest
servants
mistake.
Of Galimald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands.
I knew it. They were freaking tempered.
Hordes until our countrymen return.
This was stupid of them.
Stop, both of you.
Andre the Senna is putting his freaking foot down. This is exactly what Xenos and Fandaniel want.
Worst emissary I've ever seen.
This child may be the worst emissary I've ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure.
Okay, well, we kind of handled the 12th back in Stormblood, so...
Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Oh, they joined. Okay. Well, not joined, but like...
Every word.
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus.
Okay.
Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
You can continue this ambush, and you're gonna find failure. Okay. Outplayed, outmaneuvered, outmatched.
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity.
So that was his line. Okay, was Quintus in the trailer?
I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Quintus. Playing Russian roulette. You want to play a game? I'm assuming they're going to cut away. Okay, yeah, they did.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
Yeah, about that.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Well, you didn't really. So about that. Oh! That's a visual. Well, well, Gollum all got dark. Dang. We'll make no attempt to resist. Alright, here we go. Finally. Making some progress here. Which is more secured since we last met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. Yeah, about that. So we're gonna have a bit of an issue. Pewter headgear. Strange bedfellows. Alright, well that's a name for a quest. Before we should proceed, will you tell me all that you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of their people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. Perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Jules back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alphino, Alize, and the scouts seem to sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I'll have other comrades in the area lend the support where needed. Understood. Yeah, know your role, Julius. Told you that before. Warned you. You didn't believe me. You didn't listen to reason. Yeah? You're gonna. Just saying.
Sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
Sorry, just checking my VOD. Okay. Now we are back. We're off to over here. And I didn't get the freaking attunement. Speak with Alize. Alright, we're on a rush over there. Over here and over there. Hither and thither, where we go. Look at the size of that bear. Eblund bear? Okay. Freaking chonka over there. Alright. Well, I would have really liked to have the Tertium freaking attunement. That would have been swell, honestly. Regio Domorum. You know, now they... Oh, there's a blue quest back there. Hold on, let me just get the freaking... The moment we get this attunement, we're going back to do the blue quest. Just gonna have to do it. Probably off-rip. Alright, let's move up here. Alright, there's an attunement to the northeast here. Automated bit. Jump on over here. Jump onto the other side. Northeast. Probably one of these buildings, I assume. Yeah, right here. Okay, cool. Give me my attunement. I want my attunement. Got it. Nailed it. Now it's way to the north, near Reggio Urbanissima. No, 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 no. Don't shoot at me. Rude, uncalled for, unkind. Bit misleading. Not gonna lie. Probably just, like, defeat these robots for cerulean if we needed it. Just saying. But we have alternative solutions. Alright, can we please turn on this etherite? Please? Can we do that? Can you do me that favor? I love how big that freaking mount is. I didn't expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. But you'd best see it for yourself. What are you doing back here? Where'd you listen to the others? To the comfort of seeing none the worse of the recent ordeals. Alright, what happened? Industrial Jewelers. We arrived just before you did. Too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. It was a grand and glorious dream we shared. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't. But he would, and he did. Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, I've seen to the remains. In due course, shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free. Free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us where... I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. Alright, then head over to the Camp Broken Glass. We got the fire going, get some songs going, got some freaking beer on the grill or the fire. Alright, we're good, have a good old time. Through the refugees, they'll have to decide for themselves if they want to come with us. If any prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see them reach our camp safely. Aye. Okay, hopefully I can get this attunement now. Hopefully, cross my fingers, cross my heart, and hope to get this freaking attunement. I need it, I want it. Come on, I believe. Yes, we got it! There we go! Got it! Nailed it! Alright, now we can go and do this. Which I'll probably do off-stream. I'm gonna need to take a bit of a break for a few hours. I will be back later tonight with another stream. I'll announce it on Twitter. Hopefully, if I remember this time. Yeah. We will be back for some more Endwalker. A lot, and I mean a lot, has happened in this stream. And I'm sure a lot more will happen. We made it up literally just one quest. I mean, one level. Right, level 83, and there are 90 freaking levels. There's a lot left to be played, a lot left to be experienced, and I'm excited to experience all of it. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe out there. If you enjoyed this video and the stream, please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below with your favorite moment. I would love to read them. And your favorite moment of Endwalker up to this point. And the MSQ, no spoilers, please. Stay safe out there, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.